explaining the functionality of black box. So this black box is basically a tool by Helium 10 which gives you access to different sort of filters which you can use to find different products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain all the filters in one go, and then we will I'll explain the functionality of the filter as well, and or what it could be used for, and then we will try a few searches as well. So for example, in this one you have subcategory. So again, you can find subcategory in home. If you find out, you'll see this one. So I just added a few links which can be used for this. So like I just searched Amazon subcategories list. I have this one from Ecom Guide, which is giving you all the categories if you want to look at it. And this seems like where you can find a list of all the subcategories of Amazon. So you can see all the different subcategories as well. You can send this file to your email if you want. But ultimately, there's one more way to do this. And this is also a new way to do this. So for example, if you can go to this add products, and you can go to spreadsheet. Okay, got it. Download blank template, download product spreadsheet, and this will, maybe you can ask them to find a subcategory for you. You can maybe use this, and or you can do browse via product category, and this will actually give you the full table of like how you want to go about it. Appliances, dishwashers, like this, So again, I'm just going to show you that real quick, but let's go further. That is the subcategory. So for example, if let's say I want to find out I have a brand in office furniture, or maybe something to do with office, and so I can just select this. So it did take a minute, but I can select all or one of them. So let's say I want to select all of these. Now we go to number of sellers. So how many number of sellers are there? If you have a lot of different sellers, let me just show you how it looks like on Amazon. So let's say I've searched it and furniture. So as you can see, we have over 100,000 results for office furniture. If I try to find out this for this, number of sellers in that subcategory, you can find that out. If you have a price range that you want to understand, what is the average price? Okay, again, this is for products actually. So this is going to find products which are exactly like this. So review count, if you want to find out reviews, the best way that I see is via keywords, where you find keywords which you want to, let's say, launch in or find new products like that. So I'm going to go through the keywords because products is not really the right way to go about it. And once you understand the what keyword you want to launch in or what you want to explore, I have another video lined up for you to explain Xray tool, which is going to go deep into how to analyze a market on Amazon. So I've just got back to the keywords. So now again, what it's saying is still you can filter by number of sellers. So let's say I want to find out only the categories which are only 5,000 sellers. Very, should be maybe 10,000. I don't know. So let's search for it. Let's see if we find any keywords at all. I'm explaining the advanced one. I think simple would be easier. Just let me find out why it's happening, and we'll see. So I think the keywords tab just loaded now again. So what we will do is I will select the categories again. So I wanted to go for office products, right? And then in the keywords tab, you're also given the search volume. So for example, I want to find out something which at least has 5,000 search volume, and I want to find a category where the estimated average monthly revenue of last 30 days. So it should at least have $50,000 revenue, and the average price should be minimum of, let's say, $50. Okay. Again, you can filter these anyhow you want. Review count, I want as low reviews as you want. So let's say only 100 reviews average 100 less than 100 reviews, maybe 150. Let's see. Review rating. So I'm going to leave this one, but generally speaking, you want lower rating because 4.2 maybe, because that means there's issues in the niche which you can try to solve. How many numbers in the key? How many number of words in the keyword? So this I'm going to leave blank. I don't have any preference. Keyword search. If you want to find specific keywords, you can add that as well. Exclude keywords. I don't care. Number of sellers. So average number of sellers of the top products. Okay, average number of sellers. So this means if you have a lot of sellers on the listing, that means it's probably a big brand and wholesalers are selling over there. If you only have one, so I'm going to say 2. So average number of sellers should be 2, or maybe maximum of 3. Variation count should be minimum. So I'm going to leave to 2. Maximum of 2 or maybe 3. Monthly units, so should be at least. I don't actually care. I already have the revenue sorted, but you can put that, and I'm going to try to. So this is actually title density. Number of page 1 products with the searched keyword in the title. So how many products are already using that keyword in the title? This is a good one. So I'm going to say 15 only, and I'm going to search now. Again, this 15 would mean that maybe the main keyword would be ignored, but let's see how many turn up, and then we will tweak with the different filters to go about it. This is the best sales period. You can have different months selected. Fulfillment would be, you can select different FBA, FBN, Amazon. You can also find age. How many months should the average age be? Competing product, number of competing products, how many they are. And then this one is broad reach potential. So like this is meaning how many more keywords are linked with this keyword. It's a sliding scale, but like for example something like if you find a keyword like black office chair, that is a specific keyword, but if you say office furniture, that is a very broad reach potential. So like obviously it doesn't tell you anything on what to do, but I'm just saying, giving you an example on that. Competitor revenue. So this is a interesting one. Again, I'm going to wait for this to load, while in the meantime I'm going to explain these things for you. So select a revenue threshold from the drop down first. So first of all, you find out, okay, so there should be more than 10,000, at least 5 sellers. This means after you choose the threshold, you select optional minimum and maximum count. So what I'm saying is that there should be at least maybe 2 sellers in the top 10 which are doing at least $10,000, and they should at least be less than 75 2 sellers. So they should at least be 2 sellers in the top 10 with less than 75, and there should at least be 2 sellers, I think 5 sellers, which should be doing more than $10,000. Now the thing is, nothing came up. So let's try to do this. I'm going to remove this one and search again. I'm going to pause it to see what comes up, and then come back once it has loaded up. Hopefully it will be empty again, as you can see. Now I will go back and I will say, okay, maybe this was very contingent, very strict filters to find out. So I didn't do this as well, so we will try to remove this filter. Let's see if this one loads up anything. So again, you want to play around with these things. So again, one should actually start with like one filter only, then add another one. So like this one got us 7 different ones, right? So this one is search volume of 7,000, price is $275 average, 387 monthly sales, $75,000 revenue, and then this is title density 39. So like almost all of them have this keyword in their products, in their titles, right? And 4.4, 661 reviews. So this actually is a good enough product. This one would not be a good product because it's a branded keyword. edible printer. I don't know what that is, but I guess the food printer thing. Again, I will have to research this product properly, but ultimately money counter machine, this is the same keyword, actually the first one, right? And electronic calendar, digital wall calendar, whatever it is. So this is actually a good way to find out things, right? And now let's say if I find out less than 50, let's see if we get more keywords. In this one, we are getting around 150 competitor reviews. 150 with at least 2 sellers with less than 150 reviews. And now we get like a few more products. Maybe this one is also a brand. We will have to see. Obviously, smart calendar, electronic calendar, digital wall calendar. So again, these are just keywords which can be used as well. But ultimately, this is how you want to understand that what sort of product you want to launch, what sort of average reviews should there be. Maybe 500 is a good word for it, and maybe we can put this at, if you're making $50,000, you don't need to be very high search volume. You can even do 2,000 search volume. So let's see if we can find this one. So we have a few more products, but again, these keywords are not really real keywords because they are actually for branded keywords. But for other products, we could be paper cutter heavy duty is still a keyword. But for this one, for example, you will find out that actual keyword is paper cutter, and even the products which are selling on the paper cutter heavy duty would oftentimes be the products which are actually selling on paper cutter as well. So this, you want to find out the main keyword for all of these. But ultimately, this is a tool which you can find to find keywords, to be able to research those keywords as markets. And once you understand those markets, then you find out if you want to sell there, right? So this would be a short video on the black box. If you get access to product black box through Helium 10, maybe through a bulk purchasing option, find out this keywords tab. That will be the most important tab for you. But you can also find other tabs as well. This is actually one of the other ones that I like a lot. So what the thing about niche is that let's say I want to find out office furniture. Let's see if you can just search like this. So in this, you are basically looking at total revenue, average BSI. You can use this as a, you can basically use this as a tool where you can find different products to sell. You can use this as a tool to use after you use the keywords tool as well, where you're basically looking at you are able to dissect this. Any niche, you can basically say, okay, I want only the ones from, let's say, what's the price? Let's say average price of $70. So again, this success store would be the main thing that you look at in terms of understanding if you think this product, if Helium thinks this product will do good for you. But again, this is a very generic thing, so it's not really supposed to look good for us. But ultimately, this is a tool that we can use. However, I believe the best way would be to use keywords, find the keyword, go to Xray, and analyze the complete market. And I'll record the next video based on the Xray tool, to how to analyze the market and how to find out what sort of, if let's say you do find a good product, what sort of product should you find and finalize to source that product. Thank you so much.